Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ, and today I'm joined by one of the best Genjis in the world, shadder2k.
Hey guys, my name is shadder2k. I'm a pro player having played for Team Liquid and a streamer.
He's going to be sharing with you one Genji tip versus every hero to help you deal with each matchup. But before that, here is one general Genji tip that Shadder recommends that you master first.
One general tip for Genji is that you should always secondary fire before using any ability, as it increases your overall damage with no downsides.
Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started.
For Doomfist, try to double jump over his rocket punch while he's charging. In the Genji 1v1, it's important to understand how the deflect mechanic works. You can still dash and deal damage to him, but you can't damage him with your Dragon Blade. If you find yourself close range against McCree, try to always be jumping, because if you get flash, it will make it harder for him to headshot you, as your body will be falling. There's not much you can do against Pharah. If she's not high up, you can try dashing and deal him some damage. Generally, it's not worth your time to focus in on Pharah. Because his shotguns have multiple pellets, it's very easy to deflect a lot of damage and get him low. Other than that, look to react and deflect his Stealth Blossom. Against Soldier, just poke from a distance until you land a couple of shurikens, then dash in to finish him off. Don't bother trying to deflect his Tactical Visor, as it won't deal much damage to him unless you're buying time to escape line of sight. You can still wall climb while hacked, so use that to your advantage to escape. Genji vs Tracer is a very skill-based matchup. One tip is to try timing your deflect for when she's gonna start shooting, making her first recall. Contrary to popular belief, Genji is not the best counter to Bastion, since his deflect doesn't deal as much damage to Bastion in Sentry form. You can try dashing and jumping over Bastion, making it hard for him to hit you. Try not to jump too much in front of Hanzo, because it's easier for him to line up a shot that way. Similar to Soldier, just poke from a distance until a few shurikens land, then dive in to finish him off. His trap will catch you if you dash through it, however, you can try dashing slightly upwards to avoid it. Mei is not really a Genji counter. If you don't get too close to her, she cannot freeze you, and it's pretty easy to dodge her Icicle. Keep your dash up to escape her freeze. You can also deflect her ulti. Torb is really easy to hit due to his hitbox, so you can easily 1v1 him. His ulti is a big counter to you, so try and keep your blade for when Molten Core is down. Against Widowmaker, try not to use deflect as soon as you see her, since she might not even be looking at you. I like to pretend I don't have deflect up by running away and waiting a few seconds, then deflect when she's not expecting it. D.Va is not really an issue for Genji and you shouldn't worry about her. She can kill you in a 1v1, so the best you can do is just poke D.Va and build up full charge. Same with D.Va, it's especially hard for Orisa to hit you. You can dash in and jump around her, taking advantage of her immobility while trying to kill her. Against Tryhard, you can try wall climbing or double jumping to dodge his ulti. Also, keep your deflect up for his Fire Strike to send him back to his whole team and build up free charge for your blade. You can block Roadhog's hook with deflect. If he hooks your teammate, dash in front of the hog and deflect to save them. You can easily avoid Winston if you keep your dash up, so if he jumps on you, just dash away. One-rounding a Winston is possible, but you have to headshot him with most of your shurikens. You have to wait for Zarya to use her bubbles before activating Dragon Blade. Her bubbles block all your slices, which leaves you with 5 at best. Ana is one of the hardest heroes to kill as Genji. All I've gotta say is wait for her cooldowns before going in. Lucio is a big counter to Genji since he can boop you away during your Dragon Blade, making you miss your targets. One tip I can give is make sure Lucio doesn't have boop before dashing in. Generally, he should never be your first target. What I like to do against Mercy if I have ulti is dash, secondary fire melee, and instantly ulti. It only takes one more slice to kill her. Never use dash if Mercy hasn't used Guardian Ninja, since it's really easy for her to escape. It's important as a flanker to try and destroy Symmetra's ulti and her turrets, making it easier for her team to go in. One cool tip is to use primary fire to destroy Symmetra's turrets by flicking to each one. It's really easy to kill Zenyatta in a 1v1 due to his hitbox, and he should always be your first target. Another tip is that you can one-shot people to Transcendence with your ulti if you're nano boosted by slicing and dash cancelling.
And that's all of them. Thank you, shadder2k, for joining me on today's Genji episode, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for having me, KarQ. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something. You can find me at twitch.tv/shadder2k and on YouTube.